an atom bomb attack? No, just what's left of an American home after a careless citizen named Joe gets through with it. Here's how it happens. Like so many of us, Joe just hates to throw anything away, especially something as useful as last year's newspaper. This current situation is temporary. Joe won't call an electrician. Nothing is going to happen. Joe knows. Only sissies use ashtrays. He doesn't even have to look. Oh, no, not Joe. Fall asleep while smoking a cigarette? Not our Joe. He's just relaxing. Yes, it happened to Joe. It can happen to you. Unless you make every week Fire Prevention Week.
The National Broadcasting Company presents Bert Hillstrom, creator of Kukla, Ollie, and all the Kuklapolitan players with Fran Allison in Kukla, Fran and Ollie.
Hi, we're back! Wow, thank you. That's a wonderful surprise. Gee whiz. John, did you plan that? Oh, yes, you did. John Conrad, you did it. You Dickens, you. Well, hello, orchestra. How are you? Did you miss it? Well, we missed you. Hello, crew. Hello, Bruce boy. Did you miss it? Did you? Well, we missed you, too. Isn't it nice? Oh, it's nice to see everybody come down and welcome us home. Of course, my goodness, I suppose people all over the country, doesn't really make much difference whether we've been away or not, because you get the show at the same time and everything. But, see, we've been in California, well, the whole West Coast for the last 4 weeks, and we're back now in Chicago, back home, and I must say that even though we had a wonderful time, it's certainly wonderful to be back. And, say, maybe I could pull a John Conrad here. Listen, you folks, when I call Fran in, give her a little welcome like that, too. We got used to an audience out on the coast, and it just makes us feel so much at home. So, would you do that? I'll give you, I'll just call her in, and when she comes in, you'll see. Did you hear that, Jack?
Yeah.
Orchestra? Yeah. Don't shout. Fran! Yes? Come on in, dear. Come. Oh, how nice.
Something new has been added.
Well, I think it's so grand to have them all come in here. Just grand.
Well, it is great.
Yeah, our friends, relatives.
Friendly faces, relatives.
Yes, our relatives. Well, Fran, I was just telling the folks what a wonderful trip it was.
Oh, it was, Kukla. It was just perfect.
And when you think of the country that we traveled,
Oh, yes.
we went by train, we went by oxcart, no, not oxcart, we went by train and automobile and airplane, and, well, it's a very exciting thing to see our country from all these different vantage points, don't you think?
Certainly was.
We flew back from Seattle, and we went across the great Montana plains there and Badlands of North Dakota. You could see the little patterns of the wheat fields.
I know.
Oh, it just didn't seem real to me.
Well, it was, though, very.
It was. I was thinking, you remember that song we used to sing, America the Beautiful, above thy purple mountains, majesties, above thy fruited plains, and, the golden wheat fields there. We saw all of that.
Oh, in Northern California, wasn't it wonderful?
Isn't it beautiful? But I think the miracle of all time, Fran, well, I don't suppose it's a miracle, but I want you to bear me out on this. Now, for nearly a month, the Kuklapolitans have traveled. Day and night, we've been together. We've done shows. We've gone to parties together. We've been sightseeing together. And now we're finally back home. And the trip home, there was just as much love and kindness and happiness and, well, as much excitement as there was going out.
Well, that's true, Kukla.
Isn't that right?
Well, and something else that appealed very strongly to me, and I must admit that I really had a few qualms about it when we planned the trip and when I got there and saw how glamorous it all was and how wonderfully everyone received us and the nice things they did for us. And I shouldn't have been at all surprised if all that attention might have in some way changed some of us.
Well, that's true.
Or all of us.
I was a little worried about it.
But I think it hasn't affected anyone.
We all came back together. Kukla are intact. The spirit is the same. Everybody's glad to be home. And though they had a wonderful time out there, they don't miss anything, and nobody's changed.
No.
Not really what you could call a crossword. Little.
Oh, well, everyone has
Differences
little
of
things
opinion.
like that once in a while.
Never a crossword.
Can't always agree. It'd be a very dull life.
No, and I thought maybe home would seem a little dull to some of our
Oh,
folks.
no. Mm-mm.
Well, let's get the curtains
It's as
open.
good as
That's
it
the
always
bill.
is.
Just pull the curtains. What? In California, what? What is that?
Somebody else pulled the curtain.
Well, Cecil Bill, this is different here.
You always pull it. Nobody else pulls them just the way you do, Cecil.
No, Cecil Bill, nobody else pulls them.
No. You know how they work. You know how they work?
I'll pull them.
Oh.
But who's going to do it if I don't do it?
Is there a special union for curtain pulling?
Evidently there is. This is something I never knew about before. Cecil Bill, wouldn't you just this once?
Just for today. Just for today. All right.
Well, go ahead. He's on good time. Well, Cecil Bill is always a little upset. You know, things like that. He never really means that his bark.
Oh, yes. I never worry about anything he says.
His bark is much worse than his bite. Cecil Bill!
Did he hurt you, honey?
I don't think so.
Well, good.
Cecil Bill, honestly. Well, Fran, there's lots of little chores and things to do around here.
Well, I know there are many things that must be done, but we're in no great hurry, and I thought maybe it might be the best plan if, and I'll be glad to do it, if I just organize everything, and I'll make out a list of all the things that we should do.
Okay. That'd be just wonderful. What do you mean? What do you mean have I been away? You mean to say you haven't missed me? Well, in California, they have a special artist entrance, and I'm thinking of making one here, so that I don't have to walk through the hoi polloi. Really?
What's with you and the glasses? It's real cloudy out. What goes with the glasses?
Well, I always wear sunglasses. Don't be silly.
Oh, Ollie, you never...
Well, listen, I'll tell you, NBC is going to have to do without me if they don't dig a special artist entrance into this merchandise mart. I have to go up in the same elevator with all the people.
Well, what's wrong with that?
Well, really? You don't have to do that in California.
Well, they don't have any elevators, that's why.
I don't have to walk through the corridors or anything. You go through there, and what happens? They say, oh, good morning, Mr. Dragon. Good morning, Mr. Dragon. Oh, right this way, Mr. Dragon. Yes, sir. And
Well, I want you to get to the right place.
Well, but here what happened?
Well, you know your way around here.
This guy came in, I got in the elevator, and he whacked me on the back. So, hello, kid, been away?
Well, he was glad to see you.
And then I came up to the desk where all the pages and guides, all the NBC pages and guides were. Somebody said, hi. Oh, he just said hi. Didn't ask me if I had a good time or anything. Well, Ollie, you're home. And,
Why, sure.
You know, these people, these are our friends. It's sort of family, you know. It isn't any different at all. An artist should get true recognition, no matter where he is. And another thing, oh, these policemen out in front of the mart are really going to get what for?
What?
I couldn't park my MG out there. Ollie! Yes? I've gone sports car. Oh, come on now. Well, they should have a place roped aside.
They should have a place roped aside. Remember
you're
what
lucky
happened to
if you-
Jack Benny?
Well, what did happen?
Well, that's another story. I'll tell you about that sometime. Didn't have a place for his car either. Well. By the way, we've got to get to work right away, kid.
Ollie, we got to do a little cleaning up.
Cleaning up?
Yes, we have to fill the icebox and...
All kinds of things to do.
You're not going to catch me doing anything as mundane as that.
You want to eat, don't you?
Yes, I want to eat. I'll call room service. Why can't we have a maid?
You don't need a maid.
We do, too, need a maid. You don't find a star out on the West Coast without a maid and a butler. I'll do without the butling, but I want a maid.
Oh, I think that's kind of silly.
How am I going to work on my new invention if I don't have a maid?
What's your new invention?
3D?
What? 3D?
Three-dimensional television.
Oh.
Yes, I've invented a two-faced tube.
Great. That'll be just fine. Ollie, but look, we're back home now, don't you?
Listen, Kukla, please, let's not spoil it. Trips like this are very interesting, you know. They stimulate one. They make you inspirational. And they give you a new zest, new way of looking at things. And I don't know, I think we should get to work now, quickly, while the ideas are hot. Let's not fall back into the old routine of, just everyday living. Let's catch the spirit while we're still aglow.
Well, pardon me, I'm going to glow. I'll see you.
What's the matter?
I don't, nothing's wrong, Ollie. It's just that we're home now, and I don't think that we should complain about everything here. Gee, it's good to be home, don't you think? Well, as I was saying a little earlier, I guess I changed my mind. Of course, Ollie always does get off on little tangents like that, but still, we haven't really changed too much, I don't think. I think it's just the suddenness of everything. And these quarrels are only in deep, really. They don't go really down deep underneath. Because we really do have a great deal of affection for each other. And well, no, you can't. I've always done it before. Well, I don't care if you've done it before. Things have changed now. All right, we'll see about that. You bet we'll see about that. Kukla. Yes, Madam Octopus? I will not have this going on. What, Madam Octopus? The dressing room conditions. What's the matter with them? I will not have Beulah coming in and using my makeup and sitting at my table. Now, for nearly 4 weeks, I've been used to a private dressing room with my name on the outside. They know how to do things out there. Now, I expect the same courtesy now that I'm home. Fran!
Yeah.
Take over.
Hello, Madam Octopus.
Yes. Oh, hello, Fran.
How are you?
Not very well, thank you.
Oh, I'm sorry. Everyone's had the flu, isn't it, Mrs.?
It has nothing to do with the flu.
Oh.
But I'll tell you, I'm upset. Now, there's no earthly reason why Beulah has to come in and take over my dressing room. She just takes it over, just comes in.
Well.
I always did it before.
Hello, Beulah.
Hello, dear. How are you?
Fine, you?
Fine, thank you. I always did it before. I never had any trouble. You never complained before.
Well,
You always let me come in and use your cosmetics.
You can use mine if you want to.
I want my own room. That's what I want. If everybody's going to be so fussy, I want my room, too.
Well, you want to take my room?
No, I want my own room, by myself. That's what I want. No reason why I shouldn't have it. I
Well,
want my own cold cream. I want my own powder.
you can have it, Beulah.
I want my own eyebrow pencil.
Well, that's all right. I think everyone should have its own idea.
Well, why can't I have it like everybody else?
Well, Beulah, you never
I'm not
wanted...
going to have yours. Don't you raise your voice to me, Beulah Witch. I'll smack you bald-headed. Well, who can play that game and it's not as hard?
No. You take my room, Beulah, if you want.
I don't want your room. I want my own room.
Well, if you
We're
take...
making enough money. The way the money was spent out there in the West Coast, believe me, it could have been put to a good use. making a nice, fine little place for me.
Well, Beulah, if you take my room, then it'll be your room.
We'll put a tent up. I won't have it. Now, Beulah. Don't now, Beulah me. I may be small, but I'm wiry and I'll wrestle you.
Beulah, you know, you just never seemed to want things like that before. That's why we didn't think about it.
Well, I've had a taste of it.
Well, we can fix up a place.
I see why I can't.
Well, there really isn't any reason.
And I like my calls announced, too. When the phone rings, I just am not going to pick it up and talk to anybody. I want to know to whom I'm talking to whom.
Well, somebody has to answer the phone. It's always been the person nearest to it.
We can get an operator.
We don't need an operator.
I like my phone calls announced, too, Constance.
If you get any, I'll announce them.
Believe me, I'm not going around with this monkey business anymore.
You want to take my room till it blows over?
No, I don't want to take your room. I have a room. I want it done over, too. I don't like the chintz in there.
All right, we'll get to it.
Fran?
Yeah.
Is everything going to pieces?
Oh, I think it won't last very long.
Everybody seems so upset.
Well, that's just... maybe we were all more tired than we realized.
I think it's a question of being tired. Nobody seems to be very happy to be home.
Well, I am. You are.
No, but that's just two of us.
Well,
how are we going to make the spirit catch him?
I don't know. We'll just have to spread the sunshine wherever we can.
Have they come yet?
Fletcher!
Hi, Fletch.
Hi, Fletcher.
Hello.
Fletcher, you look different somehow.
You look wonderful.
Oh, it's some of that West Coast starch.
Your ears.
It's just great. It works just beautifully.
Isn't that fine?
Fletcher, you have any complaints or any sad misgivings about being home?
No, I'm delighted to be home. I couldn't be happier, really.
Well, that's good.
You know why?
Why?
I have someone to come home to.
Oh?
My Guppy.
Oh, of course.
Yes.
Mercedes is going to bring them home.
Oh,
She's made a special trip to Mr. Peeper's class.
yeah.
And, you know, he was keeping them for me while I was away.
Isn't that nice?
And she's going to bring them home today. That's why it starts my ears.
Oh, how nice.
Isn't that divine?
Well, wonderful.
So I'm glad to be home. You can just write that down. I'm glad to be home.
Well, good for you,
I'm
Fletch.
glad to see somebody who's glad to be
Me,
home.
too.
Believe me. Well, Fletch, I'll let you know if the guppies come.
Sure, we will.
Oh, I'm going to be right here on hand. I better go to my ear dryer, though.
Your ear dryer?
Oh, I found a lovely ear dryer on the West Coast.
How nice.
My, they have something for everything out there.
Yes, they really do.
And I'm going out and I'm going to get my ear dryer and I'm going to dry my ears thoroughly because I wouldn't want those little darlings, Geraldine and Guinevere and all of them. I'm going to rehearse them in their gavotte, you know.
Oh, today?
Yes.
Wonderful.
Isn't that wonderful?
Yes, I should say.
Well, I'll see you later. If you
All
see
right.
Mercedes, well, let me know because she's the one that took them over to the class.
Well, she'll be back.
You bet.
Mercedes has gotten to be such a dependable little person, really.
Fran,
Yes, Mercedes.
Fran,
Yes, dear.
something dreadful's happened.
Oh, what? Mercedes?
I went over there
Where, dear?
to the school.
Yes.
No guppies.
Oh, no, Guppy?
No.
Gee, I never heard of them disappearing before.
What can we do?
Oh, I don't know what to do. Let me think. Do you know of anyone else who has any Guppies?
Let me see if there's some here in the merchandise mart.
All right, do that.
Oh, wait. How about over the phone operator's place?
Oh, in the PBX room?
Yes.
Do they have some?
I
here?
saw a bowl of fish over there.
Well, fish or fish. I'll just go. Would they? Do you suppose loan them to her?
They're Hazel's. Ask her.
I will.
Oh, dear. I don't know what I'm going to do. Oh, dear. I know. No.
Well, heavens to Betsy. What's all the emotion about? Gracious sake.
Fletch, have they come yet?
Oh, I don't know. Mercedes is here, but she just ran out of here. I don't know what's happened. Oh, well, they'll be here, I'm sure.
Kukla. What, Fran?
Look, I had to borrow these for Hazel.
The guppy?
Fletcher's Guppies are gone.
Fletcher's
Merch
guppies gone.
can't find them. You think he'll notice?
Notice, Fran. Those are goldfish. They're about 100 times bigger than guppies.
Are they? I never did really see those blamed Guppies anyway.
What? I didn't have the time.
I know it.
Well, well,
Let's just leave them here.
you leave them here. Fletcher! Woo-hoo! Fletcher!
Yes?
They're here, Fletcher!
Oh, good. Oh, how wonderful. Well, hello, little... Kukla. Babies, what have they done to you? Kukla.
What? Oh, aren't they sweet? They're here.
See, look at them.
Oh, yes, I can see them. This is a special new, glass. Oh, forgive me. This is a special new glass. It's a magnifying glass because, you see, on television we could never see them before. And now we bought this fine new fishbowl that magnifies the little fish. Isn't it just grand? Do the guppies gavotte, Fletcher.
Oh, but no, I... Baby, is it really you? Oh, Kukla, look. I'm not looking through the glass now.
It's magnifying water, too.
Well, I'll try it. Jack? The gentleman will bow and pirouette, a curtsy by the ladies, and we're set. Fin to fin, we will now begin, gavoting to the guppies gavotte. The ladies to the surface, gents below. In tempo with the music, round we'll go. Swim and sway in a graceful way, gavoting to the guppies gavotte. Circle once and circle twice. Now kiss your partners that night. Counterclockwise, swim to the top. Now treading water, everybody stop! Stop! Stop, dear. Oh, that's like Guinevere, couldn't be. Guinevere, stop! Oh, that's good, that's fine. Hold it now, hold it. And for the grand finale, single file, we'll make a big production, New York style. All spread out, doing fancy spins, in a bevy of bubbles and a flourish of fins. What's the matter, honey? Does it hurt? Make your exit and take your bow. That's all of the guppies gavotte for now. Oh dear, no. Fran.
Yes?
These are not my guppies.
Oh,
Oh no.
How can you say that?
Oh, I can tell. I can tell.
Oh, Mr. Peepers is such a good provider. Yes, he fed them so well.
Yeah.
Oh dear me,
Yes,
maybe that's somebody who,
He promised that he'd take excellent care of them all the time he has, and I can see
Hello,
that
Hazel.
he's done it.
Hazel? Oh, yes, dear. This
Good
is Fletcher.
man that he is.
You can have them back now. Hazel wants her goldfish. Take them back. Well? Tell me the truth, Kukla. Tell me the truth. I can take it. I can take it.
I don't know. I don't know what's happened. I don't know at all what's happened.
Fran!
Yes?
Say, pick up that telegram. It's very important to Fletcher.
Oh?
Yeah, read it and tell him what's on it. What?
Oh, how wonderful.
What?
Fletcher, Mr. Peepers has loaned your guppies to the movies. They're on location with Esther Williams. In a beautiful new water ballet.
But,
Your guppies.
but they're underage. They couldn't have signed the contract.
Oh, let's not worry about
Oh,
little
that's
things
a
like
little
that.
thing. That's not important.
Fran,
Oh, what a day.
would you get your list?
Oh, yes.
I'd like to settle down to normal, natural, everyday things.
Cook, have you seen the Sunday papers? Oh, hello, Fran.
Hello there.
Have you seen the Sunday papers?
Isn't this light a little too bright for you?
Oh, no, I couldn't see with those miserable glasses on. Have you seen the Sunday papers?
They're around here somewhere.
I'll find them.
All right.
What?
What about 3D and all the big plans?
Oh. Well, that could wait till tomorrow if we really wanted it to.
Would you like to kind of study your assignment?
You better do this, follow it up while you're all aglow.
All right. Pay the bills, answer letters, wash the clothes, and wax the floors. Take this shopping list I'm making to the grocery store.
Home again.
We need a dozen eggs, a pound of coffee,
Home again.
a pound of butter, and a jar of jelly.
Glad to be back again, safe and sound.
Some bread.
Glad to unpack and then hang around.
Some milk.
Home again.
And don't forget you'll have to shovel snow.
Home again.
I think our bank account is getting low.
Settling down in my favorite chair.
The laundry.
Making a raid on the Frigidaire.
The cleaning.
There's no place like home.
Although the front door hinges are rusty, although the rooms are just a bit musty,
Although the chairs and tables are dusty, it's looking great to me because it's great to be home again.
home again,
Home again.
home again.
Here's the place where I'll rest my best.
You're wrong.
Here is the place where I'll eat with zest.
You're right.
There's no place like home.
Be it ever so charming, there's no place like Albuquerque,
Beverly Hills
Hollywood, Los Angeles, San Francisco.
and Seattle, Washington.
I don't know whether I'd like to live there or not, but it's so nice to visit for a few days.
Why?
Because
Nothing could be nicer than coming back, coming back, coming back home again.
Oh, it is good to be back.
I like you best this way.
You do?
Certainly do.
How do you like me?
Oh, well, Ollie, you have so very many facets that I like them all. I guess if you weren't like you were a few moments ago, you wouldn't be like you are now.
I guess not.
That's very abstract, and I don't understand it.
Don't you take Picasso?
Oh, I didn't really mean all that about 3D and all. We'll work on those things as we get time.
All right.
How about hanging out in the kitchen for a little snack?
All right.
Okay.
Okay, Kukla.
Fran.
And Ollie.
The musical director of Kukla, Fran and Ollie is Jack Fascinato. The producer is Beulah Zachary. The director is Louis Gomovitz. The costume designer is Joseph Lockwood. And the technical director is John Natalie.
And this is Bert Tillstrom. It is good to be home again.
Kukla, Fran and Ollie has been brought to you from Chicago by the National Broadcasting Company. Be sure to listen to Kukla, Fran and Ollie on radio every day, Monday through Friday at 2:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
To this one-man band, he plays by foot, by mouth, by hand. His music is a poor excuse. It's corn mixed up with lemon juice. That's 'cause this guy must play along his violin and saxophone. But if you want good harmony, takes more than one, takes two or three. Like this, like Benny Goodman, Teddy Wilson, Gene Krupa, Lionel Hampton. All teaming up to make music together as the one, the only Benny Goodman Quartet. And whenever Americans team up, there's harmony. Whenever Christian and Jew, Negro and white work side by side, they're tuned up for freedom. They're solid. Remember, folks, we can make such beautiful music together.